Hi, and thank you for watching this first Interpreter's Help screencast. Today, I'm going to give you a tour of what you can do with the application. Interpreter's Help is composed of a web application and of native companion applications for Mac, Windows, and iPad that let you quickly search your glossaries offline. Let's open a web browser and enter the address interpretershelp.com. This is the home page. Just like on most websites, you can create an account by clicking the sign up button. Make sure you use a nice username, because when you share glossaries on Interpreter's Help, other members will be able to see it. I'm not going to register now. I'm going to sign in. I'm going to log into a demo user's account. The name of the user is Dwight Root. Any resemblance to a pre-existing fictional character is purely coincidental. So now I'm on Dwight's dashboard. Here you can view his last activity on the website, the last glossaries on which Dwight has worked, glossaries that are shared with him, as well as his coming up assignments. As you can see, there is also a professional social network aspect to the site. You receive notifications. You can confirm colleagues from the dashboard or from the network page. Having a solid network is really important for interpreters. And on Interpreter's Help, there are more than 800 interpreters, and the database is growing every day. So there is a good chance that you can find your colleagues already on the site. Here you have all of Dwight's colleagues. If you know the person in real life, you can invite them to be colleagues on the site. But if you don't know them, you can follow them. Let's say there is someone who creates nice public glossaries on the site. If you follow this person, you'll get notified if he or she creates a new public glossary, depending on your notification settings. Let's take a look at Dwight's glossaries. From the top menu here, let's click All. This lists all of Dwight's glossaries. You can see he has a lot. This would be a glossary name, short description, last modification date, number of lines, tags. These are languages columns. Those two glossaries here are a little bit different. This is what I talked about before. These are usernames, because those glossaries have been shared with Dwight. He didn't create them. Let's open the climate glossary. This is what we call the glossary page. It is a very important page because you can do most actions on your glossary from here. Search your glossary. Matching results are highlighted. Search is accent insensitive. Edit a line by just double-clicking. Create a new line. Add a new column. As you can see, there are predefined language columns. We did this to keep consistency when people share glossaries. You also have special columns like comment, category, acronym, but you can also create a custom column. Dwight lives in Pennsylvania and speaks a local dialect, Pennsylvania German. Here you have some keyboard shortcuts that will help you work faster on a glossary. Let's take a look at the tabs here. From the Details tab, you can add more information about your glossary, like notes, sources. You can upload files, source files maybe, just like here. On the right, you can see that the glossary has collaborators. Angela with editing rights, and Oscar with read-only rights. Let's jump to the Issues tab. This is what we call the Glossary Issue Tracker. This lets you better collaborate on a glossary. Say you want to discuss a specific term in your glossary, a translation that you're unsure about. You can just open a new issue and discuss it with the glossary collaborators. If it's a public glossary, you can even open the discussion to all Interpreters Help members, if you wish to do so. Here, Angela opened an issue to say that there was a typo on a term. Dwight acknowledged and asked her to fix it herself. And Angela confirmed that she did. But she didn't close the issue. So let's verify if she actually fixed it. Let's search klimafreundlich. And it looks like she did. Let's open the history for this line. We can see that Dwight created the line. There was a typo. Then Angela fixed it. Cool! Now let's create a new glossary. Let's press the plus button over there. Let's give it a name. A short description. Now we have an important decision to make. Whether we are going to make it private or public. Of course, if your glossary contains confidential data, information about a conference or a client or a brand or anything like that, you don't want to make it public. But if it doesn't, and if you think that it could be useful to the community, then make it public. The community will appreciate it. To make sure you don't make any mistake, we added a big confirmation pop-up when you choose public. We are going to make it private. Alright, here is our glossary. You might have noticed that there are 3 columns here. This behavior has been defined in Dwight's settings. By default, only an English column is created. Of course, you can set the behavior you'd like. Add, remove, rearrange columns at any time. Now let's import some terms from a file. I have a Word document on my desktop. I'm going to select the file. Now the file is uploading. The glossary is not imported directly. You will have to review it first. Note that you can import as many files as you want in a glossary. You can also revert an import if you want to remove the lines created by it. Let's press the review button. It looks like the lines have been detected correctly. But we need to change the language here. Language detection is funny sometimes. I'm gonna add some tags. Let me show you how to share this glossary. Just press the share button. Here we can share directly with colleagues as read-only or with editing rights. Or search another member to share with. This would be me. I'm gonna go to the glossary search, which is an online equivalent of BoostMate. It lets you search through all your glossaries. You can select the glossaries in which to search. The columns to show. Restrict the search to certain columns. I'm going to search for klimafreundlich. You have context with the glossary name. You can even edit a line directly from here, and also add a new line to a glossary. Now let's enter the Glossary Farm. It can be interesting for the community to share glossaries publicly. We would like to build a reliable source of terminology for interpreters. Many interpreters consult more or less official glossary sites to prepare before a conference. But what's considered the best source on a specific topic one day can be outdated a few years later. Terminology evolves over time, and our platform can help glossaries evolve and be improved. It also helps keep track of the evolution. This is really the beginning. We're very humble about this. I know that my sister has some nice public glossaries. Let me enter her username. Let's click her username to view her profile. We built this page so that you can have an idea of the person who shares. It can only be seen by Interpreters Help members. Public glossaries can be seen by anyone. Let's choose this glossary. Here you can see that I cannot edit the glossary, because I'm not a collaborator. I cannot create an issue either, but my sister could give me the rights. Let's go back to the search view. Here I can start the glossary. I encourage you to start good glossaries. This is the key to let the best content pop up. I can watch it. That means I will receive notifications if anyone opens an issue on the glossary. I can print. I can download as PDF or Excel. I can copy the glossary. For example, if this glossary has been useful to you, but you need the English language and want to contribute to it. If you don't know my sister, you can't really ask her to grant you editing rights. But you can make a public copy of the glossary and add English for the community. I'm going to make a private copy. Now I can do whatever I want with the glossary. I think we've seen the most important features of glossaries. Let's take a look at assignments. Here is a calendar of assignments. Green is for confirmed assignments, orange is for options. Here is a list of Dwight's coming up assignments. Let's choose the paper symposium. This is the assignment page. You can view all information about the assignment. Date, speakers. You can see that Dwight is the chef d'équipe of a team for this assignment. You can attach glossaries, files. You can have a discussion with your team. Here you have the client page. Your team members won't be able to see your assignment's history with the client, of course. On Interpreters Help, you can also store files. Here Dwight manages important files for his business. You can quickly search, edit by just clicking. This is it for the business part. From the top menu, you have access to a documentation and answers to frequently asked questions. I think I've shown you the most important components for now. Let us know what features you would like us to add in Interpreters Help. I'm considering doing other screencasts. on more specific points. They will be shorter. I hope you liked the tour. We appreciate your time and feedback. This way, we can serve you better. If you have any questions or suggestions, you can reach us on Twitter at InterpretersH, Facebook/InterpretersHelp, or by emailing us at contact@interpretershelp.com. We love connecting. Thanks again, and bye until the next time.